The Nintendo World Championship 1990 cartridge is known as the Holy Grail for NES collecting by the retro gaming community.
To seek the Holy Grail!
The main reason for this is because of the very limited number of carts that were produced. After doing some research on the actual numbers that were produced, I have found that it varies quite a bit. Approximately 90 gray carts exist, while only 26 gold cart variations exist. The 90 gray carts were given to competition finalists, while the 26 gold carts were given through an exclusive offer ran by Nintendo Power. There may have been a few more gray versions given out to unknown people that were in the competition, but many have been simply destroyed. Of those numbers, only 8 gold carts and about 25 or so gray versions have been located. The gold version of this game has sold in upwards of $10,000, while the gray version has sold for around $2,000 or so. Inspired by the 1989 movie The Wizard,
California.
The 1990 Nintendo World Championship competition was an event held by Nintendo to find the best of the best NES players in the country. Competitions were held in 12 locations throughout the US, such as New York, Connecticut, Minnesota, and California, just to name a few. Players would have 6 minutes and 21 seconds to play Super Mario Bros., where they had to collect 50 coins to move on, Rad Racer, where you had to finish the first track, and Tetris, where you would try to make the most lines or Tetrises with the time you had remaining. Your score is what determined your rank. All of these games were contained in a Nintendo World Championship cart and were played one after another with a 6-minute 21-second time restriction. Some competitors would just rack up points on Super Mario by turtle shell hopping and racking up their scores, not even progressing to the other games. The more skilled players would complete Super Mario Bros. And Rad Racer as soon as they could and make as many Tetrises as they could in Tetris. Just like Highlander,
there can be only one.
There did emerge a victor at the finals held at Universal Studios California. The winner was Thor Ackerland with a score of $2,800,000. Now we all don't have $10,000 to spend on a gold Nintendo World Championship cart, or even $1,000 for the gray cart, but we all probably want to play it. Here is where our good friends at RetroUSB.com come in. Brian, the proprietor of RetroUSB.com, is an actual owner of the gold version of the NWC cart. I know this for a fact because I played it. Using his original gold cart, he was able to craft a reproduction, finally making this competition game obtainable for all NES collectors. For the price of $45, you too can be the owner of one of the most sought after and expensive games in video game history. Once again, RetroUSB has spared no expense in designing the cart, as it is extremely well made and professional looking. The label on the cart looks great, and each cart is numbered with their corresponding production number. The blue plastic on the cart highlights the cartridge's significance, and you even get something that the original cart didn't have: a manual. In the manual, you'll find information about the NWC 1990 tournament, as well as tips from the two top champs, Thor Ackerland and Rich Ambler. The only difference in game functionality is that the original Nintendo World Championship carts had dip switches located on the actual cart to change the time of gameplay. This isn't a huge problem though, because the reproduction cart is defaulted at the official time of 6 minutes and 21 seconds. We here at Retroware TV cannot recommend this product enough, even though we would all love to own the original gray or gold cart. With prices so high, it's just not feasible to most people. This reproduction is the answer to that dilemma.
I feel happy!